Check this out, I wore out my hammer. I'm getting ready to finish tacking this one down, but I know my window, I'll have to look at the plan, but it goes somewhere in here and I don't want to drive spikes down where the window's going to go because I have to notch this out. It will get spikes into it, but only once I remove the material that I need to and get a flat surface for that frame. Well, we're 5 logs high all the way around except for the back gable wall. I gotta tie that in. I do have my 3 windows laid out that I'll be framing in tomorrow. So I have the windows centered between the door frame and the eave wall. This window will face the kitchen, which will go right there in that corner. And then this window on the front and the bigger one on the side, this is where our dining room is gonna be. So I'll be able to sit at the table and have a good view out both windows. So once this window's framed in, I'll just have short logs on each side of this gable wall until I get up above the windows. So that'll go pretty quick. And then obviously the logs on that side get shorter too. I'll still be going with long logs until I get a couple more higher on the rest of the cabin though. So besides building the log cabin, I've been getting other stuff done around here too. I still got to get my other chores done, you know, on top of building that cabin, like firewood. A few videos ago, I kind of showed me cleaning up all the trees that we cut down when we carved this driveway back to the new building site. But I've been cleaning all that up, so I have lots of these little piles of firewood already bucked and split. I probably have enough to fill the entire woodshed up. So it's a good start. I'll have a lot more too. But yeah, I just have all these little piles. Come by and grab with the four-wheeler and fill up the woodshed. I was gonna burn some of my brush piles tonight, but now the wind kind of picked up, so I think I'll wait on that. It'd be nice to get rid of some of these brush piles. I mean, look at the ground, there's pretty much no snow left. There's just patches here and there. But I think we're headed for a pretty dry spring, so I'd like to get this torched sooner than later. Tomorrow morning, we'll frame in those windows. Good morning. It is significantly colder today. It's like 12 degrees right now. It's a high of 25, so quite a bit colder than what we've been having this week. I'm gonna go ahead and build the frames for those windows. I think I'm just gonna do it right on our front porch. Nice flat surface, and I don't have to do it on the ground. So we'll get them built, then I'll haul them back there with the four-wheeler. Got my 3 window frames done. I'll pull up with the four-wheeler, load them on the trailer, and bring them back to the log cabin. So I'm getting ready to slap these frames in. I need to make sure that they're the same height and centered on the wall, because once I cut into the log, you know, that's where it's gonna go. Okay, we'll see how this goes. This is a little bit nerve-wracking because, you know, this is the front of the cabin. It's got to look pretty. So these windows need to be the same height. They need to be centered, you know, on the wall. So I'm really going to be careful and take my time on this because, like I said, this will be the first thing that people see when they come in, you know, to the driveway here. So I need to make sure this looks pretty. But same thing as these door frames. I'm just going to cut into this, make several cuts about an inch apart, knock them out with an axe, and then start getting a flat surface here. Well, let's see how good we did. So I have that roughly formed. Now I'll take my chainsaw and go back and forth, make it a little smoother, and then we'll check it. So this came out pretty good, actually. I'm just a little bit high in the center, so I'll just take a little bit out right in here. Then we'll check it again. That's pretty good. I'll just go back and forth now and get this as smooth as I can. And then I think we can attach our frame. So what I'll do is I'll get my window frame set up on here, make sure it fits, make sure it works. And then I'm gonna take it off because I do want to run a couple spikes down into this log yet. Then once that's done, then we'll set this back up and get it attached. Well, window 1 is in. It's just sitting up there. I don't have it tacked down yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and notch out this other one, get that one set in there, then we'll spike our logs and get these attached. Okay, I got this roughly cut out. Just gotta smooth it down, and then this frame's ready to go on too. And then we have one more to do on this wall. Does it look uniform?
Yeah.
Well, there it is. If you can see it, I'm going to cut all these trees out of the way once I get done with the other one. Then we'll be able to see what the front of the cabin looks like. Well, there we are. Our 3 big windows are in. So these are the biggest windows that are going in the cabin. The rest of them are smaller than this, but we wanted a lot of light coming in here because this will be our living room, kitchen, and dining area. So should have plenty of light. So we'll take these all down now and finish spiking these logs, and then we will attach these frames permanently. All right, I am heading to town tonight because I'm out of bar oil and a couple other things, so maybe I'll treat myself to a new mall. Well, that came out nicely. I think I'm gonna get rid of these popple so we can see the front of the cabin better. Thin this out a little bit. Okay, well that thinned that out quite a bit. So there we go, we're 5 logs high all the way around, and we have both of our doors framed in and our 3 biggest windows. Also, a lot of these popple around the cabin and these spindly little birch, you know, I'll take all that down. I'll clear a little bit around the cabin, but we do want to keep it nestled into the woods, you know, and just have a little bit of a yard around the cabin, but that's about it, because it's kind of nice that it's tucked back in the woods like this. I'm saving this tree. I'm going to wait till the ground thaws, and then I'll transplant that somewhere. Yeah, it's looking good. This wall and that wall will go really fast now. I got to go 2 logs higher on this eave wall and the back gable before I can notch all the rest of the windows in. And then once I have all my windows in, it'll go pretty quick. I'm not sure what I'm going to do once I get up here. I don't know if I'll do a pulley system, or in the past I've just walked them up, you know, on the butt ends, you know, where the logs overhang. So you kind of just teeter-totter it up there and then build cradles on the wall, so once you get it up there it can't roll front or back. But I don't know, we'll see. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna go eat some dinner and call it a night, but I'll see you guys soon.